Welcome to my review of the Samsung Fit3 smartwatch. So you can see this is a really sort of entry-level smartwatch. It retails around sort of £59. I've seen it most places. But having said that, though it's fairly basic, for what I want, it pretty much does everything I need. I particularly like the way it looks. It's very slimline, it's very smart. I like the way the strap kind of tucks away there. So you may have seen my review of the Amazfit, which is another sort of entry-level watch. I will link to that in the comments so you can see what I'm talking about. This one, first glance, feels a bit nicer. As I say, looks a little bit smarter than that. But let's have a look at some of the features. So as I said, I like the look of this. I like how small, how sort of slimline it is. It's very light. I don't really like big chunky watches. You can obviously customize the face, so you'll need to go into your app on your phone. But let's have a look. So this obviously works with your Samsung Health app, which was already on my phone. So obviously this is where I'll go to if I'm doing a workout or I'm going running, whatever, they're all there. Also, it's got your daily activity, how many workouts I've done this week, my daily activity. Woo! It's very good today because I did a 7k run this morning, so you can see I've hit all my targets today. It doesn't always look that impressive, I will say. Oh, there we go. But yeah, you can just have a look at that. It measures my heart rate. It tracks my sleep, does everything my old one does. Got media controller on there, so you can control your music. I also like that when my kids are using YouTube on my phone, I can turn it off and pause it. They love that. Find my phone, always a good one. It's got all the usual kind of apps that you'd expect. So what do I think? Yeah, I really like it. I like the way it looks and feels. It does. For the price, I think it's very good. I haven't said that I got this for an absolute bargain. I got this 2 months ago. At that point, it seemed to be on offer everywhere for £49. I then got a further offer. Samsung were doing £20 off. And then I also got it from the place I work, so I got staff discounts. So I ended up paying £23 for this, which I couldn't really resist. The strap had broken on my old one, and also didn't seem to be holding a charge, which is why I just thought I'll have a look around and see if there's any good value cheap smartwatches. So yeah, for me, perfect. The only thing I'm not so keen on is it doesn't automatically upload all of my workouts to Strava. So it'll upload automatically anything I do that has GPS, so runs or walks. But if I do yoga or a workout, I have to manually upload that myself. It's not a deal breaker, but it is a little bit annoying. My old watch just automatically did everything. So far, the GPS has been very accurate. I haven't had any sort of glitches. It did take me a little while to get used to it. It was a bit of a steep learning curve. For some reason, it had a setting where there was a target on my runs, and so it kept stopping after a certain amount of time, and I couldn't work it out why. But once I figured that out, it's been fine. There has been 1 or 2 occasions where it just seems to have dropped its Strava connection. But I have just had to go back into settings. That's on the app on my phone, and just reconnect it, and it's been fine. I'm going to write a full post on my blog and explain how to do that. So I'll put a link in the comments. But yeah, if you just want just a step up from a step counter, then this is very good. Like I say, it looks smart, does the job. Yeah, let me know what you think.